Well, good, beautiful Sunday morning. We are here in New Mexico, getting ready to head on down the road. We're in Grant, New Mexico, and we're gonna head off to Lubbock, Texas. So we've got 3 charging stops. First one's gonna be in Albuquerque. The next one I think is in Santa Rosa, and then the third one is in Plainsview, Texas, I think, but we'll find out. So join us on the flip side as we head on down the road on this epic Texas Grand Canyon road trip. We're starting to work our way home, giant U-turn. So see what FSD does, how charging goes, and if we find any cool stuff on the road, we'll share it with you. So thanks, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Later, Grant, New Mexico. We're headed to Albuquerque for a charge. So again, thank you everybody for joining me. Really appreciate your viewership. And I think I'm getting punished by the YouTube algorithm because a lot of my stuff isn't getting picked up. So, or it's just not getting shared very much. But you know what? That's okay. I'm going to keep making videos because I don't do it for the views. I do it for the fun. So, love it though if you'd hit that like and subscribe. And if you'd let me know if there's something I can do to make things better. I am getting a little tired, so I admit some of my videos might not be the best. But I'm trying. And there's a good short that I put up yesterday on the car acting weird around, that's a cool little animal. Little prairie dogs.
Like 3 of them.
Yeah, little prairie dogs.
Yeah.
Good, coming up here, should make a nice merge. And that was well done, all FSD, very good. So we're just gonna head on down the road here to Albuquerque, New Mexico. We'll get a charge. Had EV charging there at the hotel, so we're leaving with 88% and gonna get in with about 53. And it is a wonderful 71 degrees right now. So weather is nice, it's cool, and we're looking forward to getting over into Texas and losing another hour. So hey, again, thanks for joining us. Let me know what I can do to make things better, and just appreciate all of your views. So we are going through the Pueblo of Laguna Nation. Still just love these speed limits, and beautiful views here. We got a train going down in front of us. We got all these buttes and mesas, whatever they call them, and it's just gorgeous. Now we're coming down this pass at a 4% grade, so we're getting some power back. We're gonna get into Albuquerque. Pretty good charge.
Oh my God, this is so pretty.
Isn't it cool? Yeah, now we drop through here and we'll go between these 2 big old rocks. Car's doing a great job scooching to the outside as we go past this FedEx truck, giving him lots of room. And we're gonna look for a pull out here in just a minute. Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is really cool. I'll see if I can find a scenic pull out. And then this great view as we come out over the top.
This is
so cool. Yeah, wow. All right, so we're just about 40 minutes and 45 miles from Albuquerque. We'll check back in with you in a little bit. Beautiful here. Into Albuquerque, a bowl here, and you can see just like a haze kind of hanging over the whole city. Real similar to Salt Lake City, where they're sitting in they sit in a bowl too, you know, so it kind of collects all the smoke and smog and dust. But pretty little town. We're just rolling up here. We got about 7 miles before we get to our supercharger, and I thought I'd just give you the view out the windshield here as we come into Albuquerque. So I know there's other big cities in New Mexico, but I think this is the biggest one. And then we'll head east out of here over towards Santa Rosa. And Santa Rosa is where you would drop down south to go to Roswell. I really wanted to go to Roswell, but the charging infrastructure it makes me nervous. I think I could make it, but it would probably require like 3 or 4 hour charges sitting around, etc., etc. So we're going to be happy enough being close this time. So we'll check back in here with you in a little bit. We got a little bit of a truck mess going on here. Lower our speed and see how we do. We're a trucker sandwich almost. All right, we're gonna get off on Carlisle Boulevard here in about 5.6 miles. We'll check in with you when we get to the supercharger. A little less than a mile from our exit, and we are gonna let Amos take us to the supercharger. So we are gonna let it do its thing. Here we are changing lanes to follow route. Good. And our exit should be coming up here shortly, and then the supercharger is just about 3 miles off of here. So we're gonna see how things go. Okay, car's signaling to get over again. Good. Gonna lower our speed down just a touch here. And we're gonna be on Carlisle Boulevard, I do believe. And okay, so it's a little bit of a change in freeway. It's not necessarily an exit until we get up here a little further. It looks like exit 160. So I might have gotten over a little early. So let's go ahead and signal over.
I thought the car did it.
The car did, yeah. But I lowered my speed too, so if I'd kept my speed up, it might have made some more lane changes. Oh, this fucking thing. Is it working? Oh, okay, the car is braking because I got freaked out by this truck. And, alright, going again. I don't know what happened to my camera, but these GoPros, they are fickle in this hot weather, I tell you what. I'm like constantly having to pull batteries out, and then it just won't want to work because it's hot, and the microphone gives up on me. So anyway, here we go. Good. About a quarter mile. Okay, good. Working its way over. Very nicely done. Nice use of the brakes to slow itself down. And good. Here's our exit. Cool little town, or city. And this is my first time to Albuquerque. Nice and cool here, 82 degrees. Well, I take that back. I may have flown in here once and done a layover before I flew off to the East Coast somewhere. All right, making a lane transition. I wish it would have used its blinker. It's just nice to let the other traffic know. And now we've got a left here at a light, so it shouldn't be too complicated for it. Burger King.
God.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how many. If this, hopefully, this is a good clip. The clip before this may be bad because of, I don't know, GoPro related issues. We're gonna see about maybe going by the Cadillac Ranch. That seems doable as in comparison to our route. I know I wanted to go down and see Carlsbad Caverns. We talked about that, but even looking down in that area, the charging was just a little bit too sketchy for me to feel real comfortable about running around in a place I don't know. So a little bit of a downfall, I guess, to electric sometimes is if there isn't infrastructure, then you really need to plan your trip, so you can't quite be as spontaneous as I might like to be. So that's okay. We'll just change things up a little bit. Waiting for our green light. Should be any moment here. Good. And off we go. We got to make a turn here without hitting this other car in front of us. Good. We got in its right lane. Okay, that was nicely done. Handling Albuquerque so far just fine. And where do we think this place is? Looks like it's at a restaurant or a hotel, kind of, huh? Maybe it's at Blake's Lottaburger. Okay, good. I bet you there is. I bet you Rudy's was probably pissed when they built right next to him. Alright, good job, car. And it wants to get us in the far left lane. That was nicely done. And mind you, Amos has never visited Albuquerque either, so I'm pretty impressed with his performance. Now it's doing that weird wheel turn thing. I don't particularly care for that. You know, when it swings wide.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it hasn't been doing that as bad as it used to, but still, I'm not a big fan. Kind of cool. You can see all of the kind of, I don't know what those lines in the UI are. Kind of interesting. Okay, good. Now we got to make it without hitting the Sentra and the curb. Good. We didn't hit anything.
Wow.
It looks like we're going to come up here just about a half mile and make a left.
Bet it's at the Hampton.
Probably is, yeah, you're probably right. Looks like there's an outlet mall close by. Of course, it is a Sunday, so there isn't a lot going on. Yep, I bet you it's at this Holiday Inn Express, Nicole. You're probably
No, when I
perfectly
told
right.
you Hampton.
Yeah. It's okay, we like Holiday Inn Expresses. Coffee, looks like a lot of stuff shut down. Not a whole lot in the way of stuff to eat or do. There is an Applebee's, so that's something, I guess. You guys want some boneless wings?
Yeah, we fancy like Applebee's.
We fancy like Applebee's. Let's see if the car tries this. I would if I was driving. Nice, very, very nice. And where is our supercharger? Up here, I'm guessing. So we're gonna go get a charge. We'll look for it for just a minute. I see some electrical equipment in the back here, and then I'll bring you a little bit of a talk about for it. All right, folks, we'll see if we can find it, and then we'll check in with you. Well, folks, we made it to Albuquerque. We are charging at the version 2 supercharger they have here, and I saw this awesome C40 sitting in the parking lot. I just love these cars. They are so cool. So whoever's driving this beautiful C40 here in Albuquerque at the Holiday Inn Express, good job. Let's go take a look at our supercharger. So it is in fact behind the Applebee's, and the Applebee's doesn't open until 11, so there is not a lot to eat or do around here for the moment, but we'll go walk over and look at the supercharger. So there is our Albuquerque supercharger off Carlisle Boulevard. It's a 6-stall version 2, 150 kilowatt. I was kind of busy when I got here. It's not so busy now. And we don't have far to go to Santa Rosa, so we shouldn't need much of a charge. But as I said, there isn't a lot around this one. So Holiday Inn and Express are really nice. You go over there, ask them, they'll let you use your restroom. Applebee's doesn't open until 11, and I don't know if anybody wants to go over and see the Albuquerque Metropolitan Aurora Flood Control Authority, but that's right there as well. So anyway, folks, we're gonna get back down the road. Thanks for joining us on our awesome adventure as we head back further to Santa Rosa.
Yeah, timers.
Do it. All right. Hey, thank you for joining us here. We are getting the heck out of Albuquerque. We got 75% state of charge. We got, what, 116 miles to go to our next supercharger in Santa Rosa. And we should get there right about lunchtime. So we are going to let Amos get us the heck out of here. Quiet today because it's a Sunday. But yeah, cool city.
Not a very cool charger.
No, I was not a big fan of that supercharger. Not a lot to do or see. Luckily, you could go to the bathroom, but they must have some little bit of problems around in this area, because the hotel had a sign on it, like the first set of doors opens and you're like, oh, cool. And then the second set of automatic doors has a big sign on it that says, for guest security, inside doors will remain locked. If you want to come inside, ring bell or knock. I was like, huh. So anyway, then the front desk lady unlocked the door for me, let me in, and then I went to go use their restroom, and you need a blinker, Amos. Come on, bud. And I went to go use the restroom, and I needed a code, so then I had to ask the front desk lady for a code. But she was very nice and let me use their bathroom.
Oh, now a blinker.
Yeah, that wasn't very well done. I mean, like, it was pretty human-like in that, you know, a human shitty driver, but it wasn't really well done. No blinkers. This is good. It did not get freaked out by that red light above it, so that was really good. That's kind of a unique thing I haven't seen before. And it's going to let this guy here get in. Okay. And now we just need to merge, and it's a little congested, but not bad. So let's see what happens here. I'm watching. Car's got a good opportunity to get in, and it took it. Okay, excellent. Now let's see if we can get it to work its way over into a faster lane. Good. Okay, nicely done. And I think we'll probably just end up hanging out here for a few minutes because this lane seems to be moving as well as all the others. So, yeah, we could get over further. I wonder if the car will do that. Come on, Amos, what do you think? You think we should get over more? Well, I do. So So that was me. I intervened there to get us into a faster lane. And I'm going to intervene again to get us into a faster lane. All right, so Amos is a little bit like lackadaisical. He doesn't really care where he is sometimes. But I want to go with traffic. So there we go. We'll see you later, Albuquerque. Hey, thanks for joining us here on this quick little video. I might just throw something together for this, just going through Albuquerque. So anyway, folks, we'll catch you on the flip side. Thank you so much for your attention and time. Love having you join us. Gusty out here, not bad, but this truck right here is moving around something fierce. And we are just trying to be careful that we don't get whacked by them. Like I said, the speed limits here and in Arizona, they're trucks and cars. So, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
like a dirt track down there for motorcycle rallies. So anyway, these truckers, these guys are going, they're going 75, 80. And it's kind of interesting to kind of watch the dynamic of them play and pass each other and get over for things. So anyway, looks like we're safe. I just thought I'd show you that. It's probably going to be more pronounced when we get up into Oklahoma and Kansas and start cutting across to Colorado. A lot of trucks get blown over there, but luckily not here. Big old metal roofing building, metal roofing business.
I saw this TikTok of a truck that was swinging so much it fell on top of a car.
Yeah, that can happen. Yep. All right, well, we got, just about 83 miles to go till we get to Santa Rosa, and then we'll check back in. So they're working on some road construction here on 40, and there is just a huge string of trucks in the, what would be the westbound lane, and the eastbound lane's moving pretty good, but wow, and this has been going on for miles now. 2 miles, at least 3 miles. We've had it in FSD the whole time. I took it out once because I had a trucker behind me. I was a little worried about rear-ended me, but other than that, it's been working wonderful. Oh, it's doing a little, you can see the ego getting a little bit, wanting to get into a different lane, but other than that, very nice. And there's this huge string of trucks. Man, I'm glad we're not westbound, but I'm sure we'll run into something similar as we go through Oklahoma, Kansas, and Colorado. Really nice here, 85 degrees. Not too hot. We're only about half an hour away from Santa Rosa and a charge. So this has been a good first part of the afternoon. Maybe we'll find some good Tex-Mex and yeah, make it into Texas here in another couple hours. So anyway, thanks for joining us. I thought I'd bring you this cool little pile up of trucks. And it looks like we are going to break back out into some left-hand lane action and be able to go fast again. So let's see how Amos does with that. All right, here we go. Yay! We got to go fast again. All right, everything's going wonderful. So we'll check back in when we get to the charger. So we're just coming into Santa Rosa. Pretty green city. Just commenting how green this part of New Mexico is, and a lot of really cool stuff everywhere. So this is the same place, if you were coming through here, you would, if you wanted to head down to Carlsbad Caverns or Roswell, this is where you would start heading south. And as I stated, we're not going to do that. We had talked about it, but the electric vehicle infrastructure down there is just not quite, dear, just not quite what we want for our spontaneous tourist visit. So we'll look into doing it once we get the Cybertruck and a teardrop. We're making our plans for our next iteration of road tripping vehicles, and that is probably going to be what it is. It's a teardrop trailer and a Cybertruck, which we have on reservation. We're not a low number holder. I think we're number 730,000 or something, but that's okay because I got to save up some cash. So we'll be hopping off here in just a couple minutes, and it shouldn't be too tough of a navigation. So far, Amos has really liked New Mexico. Okay, good. Nice lane change into a curve. Look at there, you can see a big wind turbine blade up off of the exit. See him working his way up?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know if you all can see it, but we can, and it's really neat. Giant wind turbine blade, and we're gonna go right by it. So I'll leave the camera on, obviously. Okay, car's doing a good job decelerating, and here comes our wind turbine blade. Man, that's cool. Those things are just enormous. You can't grasp the full scale when they're up in the air until you drive by one of the blades. Just one blade. Amazing. Okay, so good. Very nice. Taking this cloverleaf very well. Cloverleaf off-ramp. And then we're going to need to make a right. And we've got a stop sign, so hopefully Amos doesn't stop too early. Now, this is a very nice stop. I wish it would do it more like that more often. Okay, we've got a clear lane of traffic after this car. Very great. And it looks like we just got to roll up here about a mile, and we're going to be up on the right. So we will give her just a little juice, a little phantom brake there for a minute. Another lovely La Quinta, probably with EV charging. Have to check plug share for that. Okay, it's like a hotel row here, so I'm guessing we're probably going to be at another Holiday Inn or Econo Lodge. That place is empty. There's a little Mexican place we could grab a bite at. Hopefully there's one close to us, because I could go for some lunch. I don't know about the rest of you.
Yes, please.
All right, so this is Santa Rosa, New Mexico. And we are likely on some old portion of Route 66 or something that supported it, because here we can see some abandoned motels and hotels and gas stations. It is really wild that even in 2023 you can still cruise down here after 66 got shut down in the 80s and still see lots of buildings and businesses that were impacted. Really wild. The cool place, Route 66 Museum. Oh, good. I think we might be able to get something. It looks like it's at a Comfort Inn, but there's this rest area right here.
No, it's at the Holiday Inn.
Oh, yep. Another Holiday Inn Express. And nothing much in the way of food real close by. So we'll look around a little bit. We might have to go for a little bit of a walk. That was nice. It got over off to the side to make its turn, so it didn't impact traffic as bad. And we can see our supercharger right up ahead of us. So I'll take over from there, and we'll pull up here and we'll get charged, and then we're probably going to get a bite to eat. So I'll check in with you all later. Well, we made it to Santa Rosa, New Mexico. This is the 6-stall version 2 supercharger that they have. It is right at a Holiday Inn Express. So good place to stay. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of food options available. There's a Mexican-American restaurant down the road about, maybe less than a quarter mile, and there's a couple options back up the road, but not real close here for as fast as the car's charged. So we're gonna top up, and then we're gonna head down the road to a little Mexican joint, get a bite to eat, and then keep cruising towards Amarillo now. We're gonna go to the Cadillac Ranch, I think. So we'll check in with you on the road. This is, again, the Santa Rosa Supercharger version 2 6-stall. Well, we're leaving Santa Rosa. We're letting FSD get us onto the freeway. Nicole's being very brave.
I know.
Because these mediums are kind of hard to see, but the car's picking them up really well. And it looks like we've got a unprotected left that we'll have to make with truckers.
Fucking do it.
Well, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's still got his blinker on. Oh, I see what he's doing. Okay, so the car's thinking, and it's gonna go. You didn't touch the gas, did you?
Nope.
Okay, cool. It made a decision and it committed. I hate how it does the thing with the steering wheel. It makes you feel a little unconfident about what it's deciding to do, you know? But it made it. So Santa Rosa, the car wants us to stop in Tuncanarmi. I'm butchering the pronunciation of that. But I don't think we're gonna need to. So we're hopefully gonna cruise on to the Cadillac Ranch, which is right outside of Amarillo, and then get a charge in Amarillo, and then head down into Lubbock and stay there for the night. So FSD doing a really weird lane merge, like way wide. And seeing it cut into that other lane a little bit, so that wasn't very nice. It's also going 85, so that was a nice fast lane change. So okay, now we're on the road. It's basically just a straight shot northeast to Amarillo. So we'll check in with you in a little bit. Thank you, folks. Love having you with us. Oh, and what is it with Dairy Queen in New Mexico? Like, Oregon loves Burger King, and it seems like everywhere we go here in New Mexico, there's a Dairy Queen. Like, literally everywhere. That's where we ate at because it was the closest thing. So anyway, we love Dairy Queen. More power to you, but I think it's interesting, the fast food chains that you find in the different states and how they are prevalent or not. I think it's interesting anyway. Okay, we'll check in later. Oh, military vehicle. Cool! So we're just gonna follow the car's request and stop at Tucumnari for a quick charge. Beautiful spot. We got these mesas surrounding us. There's fossils and whatnot. Oh, look, there's a marijuana dispensary right there. Buds and more. So Tucumnari so far has got everything. Pretty views, pretty smokes. FSD is gonna hopefully get us to our supercharger. There it goes. Oh, okay, nice. Powered through that corner. And we'll check out this supercharger. Looks like there's at least a McDonald's around it.
Back over here by the hotel.
Another Holiday Inn Express. Oh,
Yep.
This is a Best Western, it looks like.
No.
Oh.
Holiday Inn.
Oh, another Holiday Inn. Okay, well, oh yeah, look at that. So definitely a theme here in New Mexico. Superchargers are at the hotels. So anyway, we'll get hooked up. I'll give you a quick flash of it, and then we will check in with you. It looks like you need to go left, babe.
There's a stop sign. I'm letting the car.
Oh, the car was waiting. Oh, I thought that was you. I thought you had taken over. Oh, incredible. That was such good driving. Couldn't tell who was doing it.
I took over now.
Now it's you. Okay. Yep, little guy. Looks like a little 6 stall or 8. So we'll check it out and get back.
Are these pull through? Either.
So here is the Tucumnari, New Mexico 6 stall version 2 Tesla supercharger. There is a La Quinta right across the way. This is a Holiday Inn and Express where it's at. Sorry for the wind. There's a McDonald's there and a Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. So there's a couple different places to eat. And this is just a quick top off for us. We're headed towards Amarillo and the Cadillac Ranch and then down into Lubbock to stay the night. So just a quick top up. Thought I'd bring you what this one looked like. Not a lot here and a little bit of a rough drive in, but it's quick back onto 40. So we'll check in with you on down the road. Well, we just left Tucumnari and the car had a hell of a time. The navigation was on the screen. We were in FSD, but it just drove right past its turn it needed to make onto 40. And then it kept going straight down this big service road and wasn't changing its mind about what it was doing. So we pulled over, turned around, I reset the trip, and everything came back. But then it wanted us to go back and supercharge again at Tucumnari. And the reason is it's really conservative, the trip planner, and it does not like to have you getting into destinations below 10%. It really seems to want to shy away from that. And that's wonderful to help protect people who aren't quite familiar with what they're doing. But you know, when we're trying to get somewhere and we know what we're doing, it can be a little annoying. So I redid my trip again just to go to the Amarillo supercharger, and now it's not trying to get us to turn around. So we're gonna head to the Cadillac Ranch, and as long as it's not like 8 or 10 miles off the road, we'll go check it out first. Otherwise we'll have to go supercharge, check it out, etc., etc. So heading due east. It's 91 degrees, and we got about 96 miles to go. So we'll check in with you in a little bit, folks. And here we come into Texas. We're just about to cross the state line at Glen Rio. We can see some kind of either Texas Welcome Center or New Mexico Get the Hell Out Center up here. But we'll be happy. We're going to get into Texas, check out the Cadillac Ranch, hopefully go to Amarillo, and then down into somewhere by Lubbock, and then head over to Fort Worth tomorrow. So really easy drive. I mean, these roads are Pretty open. The only thing that's a little nerve-wracking is all of the big semis. You just got to pay attention to what they're doing, be courteous, and kind of guess ahead to think what they might do. It's like a New Mexico Visitor Center. Yep, it's on the New Mexico side. And there's the sign. Are they going to thank us? You are now leaving New Mexico, land of enchantment. It certainly was. It was very enchanting. I'd like to come back. And Central Time Zone too. So now it's 3 o'clock. So just lost another hour. Everything will flip probably in a couple miles. Exit 0. Welcome to Texas. Thanks for having us, Texas. We'll respect your state just like you respect ours. All right, we made it. Our giant U-turn home begins more or less tomorrow. We're gonna go a little more east, but then we're heading north on Tuesday into Wichita. So check with you in a little bit, probably when we get closer to the ranch or we see something cool on the freeway with the trucks. So we're just rolling through here on our way to Amarillo, and it is just awesome, all this wind. It's like a giant pinwheel forest in somebody's garden. And you just can't see where it ends. They just keep going on forever out in front of us, stretching up around this bend. And like my wife said, just when you think you've seen them all, you see more up ahead. It's really, really cool. Beautiful. So you can expect to see this pretty sight as you cross out of New Mexico and Texas if you're heading this way. And like we were talking, maybe they should put some streamers on them or some lights, something to kind of jazz them up a little bit. But just as is, it's awful pretty. So we're just about 40 minutes away, and I thought I'd give you a quick shot of this out the window. Just passing a shipping container house, a really cool looking one. We are on Route 66, or parallel with 40, and our destination is supposed to be just right up here on the right. Oh yeah, I can see it. So very, very cool. Again, lots of good historical Route 66 stuff here as you take 40 through Arizona, Nevada, and New Mexico and Texas here. And here's our destination on the right. And there's a bunch of people here, so probably just wherever you can find a place to park. Yeah, cool. It's neat to see that it's actually like a popular place. Looks like maybe you can get up, if this guy doesn't take it, up around this dune buggy up here. All right, cool. Well, we'll walk up and give you some footage of that and touch back with you in just a little bit. This is really neat. And here we are at the Cadillac Ranch off historic Route 66, just outside of Amarillo, Texas. Really, really cool. Muddier than I expected it to be. As you can see, folks are having to wade around in the water, but it hasn't prevented people from getting out there and decorating, and it's just so cool. There are so much paint on these cars that you can literally see it sloughing off there. So just cool. And if you're out this way, which would be Amarillo, Texas, you really ought to stop. It is well worth the opportunity. So we're gonna walk back. I'll show you some of the cool artwork that they've done on the road outside of this, and then we'll go get a charge. So thanks, everybody. Really cool. So here's the view as you approach. Once you've parked, they got kettle corn, and you can buy spray paint here and some other souvenirs, and then you can see the cars out there in the distance. You come through a spray painted kind of human cattle guard, and then once you get through that, you get onto old Route 66, historic Route 66. As you can see, my daughter's getting ready to tag the wall, and people have decorated this entire area. So really, really cool stop. Highly recommend it. and leave a little bit of yourself behind on Route 66. All right, folks, we'll see you in Amarillo. All right, here we are, Amarillo, Texas. Big, giant American flag. Got this really cool Route 66 RV sign here.
Oh, I do get on.
And we passed a cool Cadillac RV park. So really neat stuff. This is the historic Route 66 we're on. It's running right besides the new 40. And our supercharger is just up here in a couple miles. So giant flag. That's cool. The way the wind's making it ripple is really pretty. That looks like a special effect almost.
It's gonna go do these cones.
It should. It sees them.
Okay.
Yep. So
I just don't. It waits till like, I don't know. I don't like it.
well, just see what it does. It's doing good right now. It sees a car there. It's asking you just, are you paying attention?
Yeah.
So far, so good. You can see the occupancy network as all these little bumps here. So it's not quite sure what those things are.
Smashed cones.
Smashed cones, yeah, a lot of it is, or debris. And yeah, then it's just another straight shot up here to
The left.
the left. Yeah, looks like it might be a hotel motel or something. And yeah, you're gonna get, looks like it might have you.
I think I'll just go over.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like you go over the overpass. All right, well, when we get there, I will bring you some footage of this wicked badass supercharger. We're gonna keep heading on down to Lubbock, so we'll get a little bit of juice and then get on the road. Well, we're in Amarillo, Texas, and again, we're at another Holiday Inn. I actually was willing to stay here tonight, but my daughter said, no, let's just keep going down the road. So we're gonna head to Lubbock and stay at a Holiday Inn there, next to their supercharger. This is an 8-stall version 2 supercharger. Not particularly busy, not particularly fast, right? 150 kilowatt, and not particularly well represented with things to do. There is a movie theater, IMAX, but it's mainly hotels. So if you want to get a bite to eat, you might have to eat a Snickers bar and have a bottle of water out of their vending machine. There is some kind of kabuki theater thing over there. No kidding, it's actual sign that says so, but I don't see much else. So we're gonna get down the road as soon as the car's ready, and we'll meet you in Lubbock, Texas. Thanks, everybody. So we are leaving Amarillo. We got 78% state of charge, and it thinks we're gonna get in about 15%. My dumbass, I was looking at PlugShare. I pulled up all the hotels around the area. There's like a half a dozen with charging. And I was like, oh, okay, it's this Holiday Inn Express Suites right by the supercharger. And I booked the room, and then I looked, and there's 2 of them. The one I got is further south and doesn't have any charging. So anyway, we'll work that out when we get there. But look at this out our window, a Whataburger. Those are pretty popular here in Texas. I've never actually tried it because this is my first time. Well, it's not my first time in Texas, but my first time like driving around in Texas. I've always been sequestered when I was here.
Oh, it's 24 hours.
Yeah. They got banana milkshakes too.
Ew. El Tapatio.
I know, we need to get some Hispanic food tonight.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow. Okay, so we're gonna roll down this way for a while, and then we're gonna hop on, I think, Interstate 27, and that'll take us south into Lubbock. So this video is getting longer than I wanted it to be, but this day's drive is being a bit longer than I thought it was going to be. So they go hand in hand. Anyway, thank you. I hope you're enjoying this. We'll catch you on the flip side. Hit that like and subscribe if you want some more epic road trip content. Well, we stopped just to get a top up before we hit Lubbock in Plainview, Texas, at this Toot and Totem. It's a 2468 stall version 3 supercharger, not super busy, kind of weird to get to, and gonna be weird to get back off of, but nice place, big clean bathrooms, things to drink. I use their windshield washers to clean the car's windshield for you. So overall, decent supercharger, and we're gonna get down the road and finish getting to Lubbock here in about 45 minutes. We just wanted enough charge because of my dumb ass to be able to sit at the hotel or go get dinner and not worry about it till tomorrow. Thanks, folks. So we're just leaving Plainview, Texas. We wanted to top up. We should get into the hotel with about 45% state of charge now. We passed this guy earlier, worrying that his tarps might blow into the windshield of a semi, but a lot of really big granaries around here, just these enormous grain silos for all of the agriculture around here in the Panhandle. So really, really cool. This video's gotten longer than I wanted it to, but so did this drive. I think I said that before. So we're gonna get in here in less than 40 minutes, get some dinner. I'll wrap this up when we get to the hotel that I booked with no EV charging. But maybe I can find an outlet. And I just appreciate everybody joining us. So wonderful day. We're gonna head down to Dallas-Fort Worth tomorrow and then start working our way north into Wichita. So we'll go through Oklahoma City and then cut west over to Colorado. So we'll check with you a little later. Thanks, everybody. Okay, we're here and we're fed. We ate at the Cracker Barrel. We're at this Holiday Inn, and we are gonna head on down to Fort Worth. We got our hotel booked. So 5.5 hours tomorrow. Had a nice night, had a good dinner, and we're ready to go relax. So thank you again for joining me. Hit that like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the flip side of Tesla Northwest and EVs.